Pride is the devil. Think it got a hold on me. Pride are the devil.
There it is. I think J. Cole said it best. Pride is the devil. Maybe he got some inspiration from the mother and the water boy, but people see pride as a good thing, but it all depends on how you use pride. I thought it was a good thing, and I'm finding out that it's not. There's a fine line between pride and hubris. And here they are. I may be the line. To be proud is to feel like your accomplishments are the best and that you're the best and that no one can touch your stuff because your stuff is the best and they're not even worthy of looking at it. And I struggle with the dark side of pride a lot. I'm very prideful in the way that I communicate, the way that I think I can control a conversation or entertain people in a face-to-face environment. I'm prideful in my abilities to compete in sports or prideful in the clothes that I wear or whatever nonsensical bullshit I decide that I want to be prideful of to convince myself that I should be held at a higher pedestal than other people. If you put it like that, then pride sounds goofy, pride sounds bad, and it sounds egotistical, and it's really not something that I want to associate myself with. And that's how I've been using pride. I think I'm smarter than everyone. I'm having a conversation, and that leads to me doing more talking than listening in any given interaction. I feel like no matter what anybody can tell me, I already know what they're going to tell me because I'm so filled with pride. I think I'm the smartest person in the world. I think I have it all figured out. Or what they're about to tell me is going to be utter nonsense because I'm already holding myself to a higher pedestal than them because I think I'm smarter. And that just causes me to simply wait for the noise to stop coming out of the other person's mouth so I can bless them with the bullshit that I decide that I want to make up. And that's sad. That's kind of how conversations go. And that's kind of what a lot of people adopted, including myself. A conversation used to be that you get to listen to how somebody else perceives what you're talking about. But now it's like, I'm going to wait for you to stop talking so therefore I can talk. And that's pride. And I don't like that. But the moment that you realize pride gets you nowhere is the moment that you realize you're in a conversation where two prideful people are just waiting for their turn to talk and trying to act as human as possible while constantly trying to one-up each other on who can say basic concepts in the most confusing way. And that person is me. This video can be summed up as me saying this to myself in a mirror. Swallow your pride. You're not better than everyone. And boom, the video's over. But I want to go deeper for me because this is something I struggle with. I'm proud enough to know that I'm self-aware that sometimes I'm being an asshole, but I'm not proud to realize that everyone has something important to say, no matter how dumb I think somebody is. Everybody has something important to say. Everybody's words that are coming out of their own mouth has meaning to them. So therefore they should have meaning to you. They should have meaning to me. I shouldn't be prideful. I shouldn't look down on people. Because here's the reality. You're a product of your own environment. No matter where you decide to go or what you decide to do or who you decide to talk to, that person that you are being prideful of is on the same level as you. Because you're both at that moment in time, at that spot, talking to each other, and you are both registering on the same level of being there. Why would you look down on somebody for saying something or talking about something that you are talking to them about? You're on the same level. There's like a scale to talking to people, and The most prideful people hold themselves at a 10. I think I'm a 10 sometimes, and I think other people are in the realm of like 5, and that doesn't make too much sense because you both ended up in this conversation. So you're both the smartest people in the world, and you should really listen to each other because both parties obviously have something important to say. There's an option. Or just swallow your pride and realize that you're both the biggest idiots in the world and you're just exchanging nonsense. And honestly, my pride and ego always goes with the first option, even though I probably think I'm hanging around the second. And I am doing the second option. I am one of the two idiots just spewing nonsense. But pride is difficult. Your ego wants to hold on to it. It doesn't want you to let go of pride because that's what's keeping you comfortable and grounded. Pride is the last step of breaking through to truly become a better person. This is the last line of defense before your ego and selfishness, whatever it is. All these negative feelings is fully exposed, and you have to look at yourself in the mirror and realize that you haven't really been doing stuff right. It's the hardest one to get over, and it's the hardest one to let go, but the hardest things in life yield the best rewards. And it's difficult for me to talk about this one. It's hard for me to stay on track because breaking down your ego in a way of something like pride is just, it's difficult. It's tough. It's painful because I've clung to pride my whole life. And I thought it was good. And I'm slowly realizing where pride has gotten me, where the accomplishments that I did in my past that I was so prideful of, like winning a wrestling tournament or something, doesn't matter anymore. And now I just have this false pride that is doing nothing for me, and I want something new. So to end this video off, I'm no better than anyone. People are probably better than me at a lot of things, and I want to accept that, and I can accept that. The only way for me to improve and start living with meaning is to allow people to speak and to be selfless enough to listen to them. Kind of counterintuitive that I'm literally making a video where I'm the only one speaking, but I'm the one who needs to hear this. I can't tell you if you're the one that needs to hear this, because then I would just assume that I know more than you, and odds are I don't. So if you made it this far, do me a favor. Write me a comment, write me whatever. Let me listen, and I will hold you at the highest pedestal that I've ever held anybody. Because I want to hear what you guys have to say. And with that being said, I'll catch you next time.